So the most important thing with motivation is you have to realize that you won't. You just won't. You won't be motivated all the time. There are always going to be certain tasks and certain things that you need to do to further your growth, to further your self-improvement journey. But at the exact same time, the motivation to actually do these things are not going to be there. It's just going to be absent. Sometimes you're not going to have any fuel in your tank. So if you don't have any fuel in your tank, how do you drive? Now, this is where discipline comes in. Now, a lot of people talk about discipline, and you've heard it before. You've heard that exact saying before. Oh, this is where discipline comes in. You're not going to be motivated all the time. But for me especially, I can always go within. I have a certain system that I'm going to delve into, that I can always go within, and I can always find that motivation to do those tasks and to continue going. So this is basically my system to stay motivated. Now, once again, you're not going to be motivated 24/7, but if you need that spark, this is the exact same things that you should do. Now, one thing that you must also realize is that you shouldn't use external motivation, because there's a huge difference between an external motivation factor and an internal motivation factor. Now, what I'm going to delve into is internal motivation tactics, but external motivation tactics are like things like music, things like videos, like David Goggins, or, me sometimes, people like this that give you motivation externally. This is not a great way to stay motivated, because eventually, what if you don't have your phone? What if you don't have that music? What if you don't have, these external motivation factors, and you need to get something done? You need to do something, but that external motivation is just not there at that time. It's not reachable. Then what are you going to do? This is why you need to cultivate your own internal motivation factors. And with reflection, with being introspective, we can find ways to stay motivated using internal motivation. You have to figure out what is your why. From starting any task like this right here, this task, making this YouTube video, this is something that I personally didn't want to do. I love making these videos. I love talking to this camera. I love doing this, but it's not something that, there's so much other tasks that have less resistance attached to it, that are less challenging, that I can do instead of this. So once you realize that with a lot of your tasks, maybe you want to work out. Well, there's why work out? Of course, or we know, but do we really think about these reasons? Do we really think about our goals and how we're going to achieve them? Why work out? What's the point? Exactly. You feel tired. You feel tired, man. You feel tired. So why do you want to work out if you feel tired, right? Now, as soon as I said that, you're thinking, of course not. Wait, what? Exactly. That's the exact feeling that I want you to feel. Why make that video? What's the point? What's the point of making that video? You watch TV. I don't even got a TV in my room, but you get the point. Watch TV, play video games. Why do an activity that causes resistance? Why do an activity that's challenging? Those are the questions that you should ask. What this does is it helps you reflect on your goals and gives you the reason why you're actually doing the activity. I don't like doing things that don't have a certain motive. They don't have a certain purpose, motivation. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a certain reason, a certain why. Why are you going to go work out? I use workout because it's so easy. It's such an easy example, right? But why? What's the point of going to work out? Oh, so I can achieve my dream body, so I can improve my mental health, so I can. There's hundreds of reasons, but you need to think about these reasons. You need to reflect on your goals. Don't you still want that 225 bench? Don't you still want to bench? Don't you still want to bench this amount? Don't you still wanna go to that, you still wanna become a bodybuilder? You still want, you gotta think about these actual reasons. Why make that video? Why do this? Why do this? What is the reason of putting yourself through this resistance? Be reflective. Actually think about these reasons constantly. And that is a great way to stay motivated, because a lot of times people move through life, right? And they do certain activities, they do certain things, but they don't really give themselves a why. Why am I actually doing this? Once you give yourself that why, that's going to, oh yeah, why am I tweaking? I was just about to sit in my bed and do nothing all day. Oh wait, I gotta go to the gym because I gotta achieve my dream body. That right there is a great way to stay motivated internally. Think of the benefit that you will gain from the activity. If you want to wake up earlier, what are the benefits you are going to gain from waking up? This is why I promote journaling. Write down maybe 3 reasons. Once you have those 3 reasons, once that resistance comes, once that activity comes, once you don't want to wake up earlier, you got to think, oh yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing this. That's the reason why I'm doing this. A lot of the reason why we don't do something, a lot of the reason why we don't stay motivated is because we don't have our actual why we don't have that discipline. You need to have your why. You need to be fixated on what is the reason why you're doing this activity. I even think you should journal it. I even think you should write down 3 reasons why you're actually even doing what you're doing. When it comes to doing these activities that comes with resistance, that comes with a certain challenge, you must think about your future self, your future gains. Visualization is also a very powerful practice because it makes it steps because it steps you into that frequency, into that vibration of this is who I am trying to become. So that's ways that I believe that I stay motivated. That's ways that I think that you can stay motivated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Much love to you.